Oh, you thought I was done? Bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free. It's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me nut, call me the goat. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Caught up in my glow while you stay unseen. Your shade's like a breeze, it's barely a draft. Meanwhile, I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute. But here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. King of your thoughts, I'm making you proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy, headline act. Your background noise, and that's just a fact. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I'd say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate watch my stream like it's Oscar night, but guess what, kiddos? I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy. Send in your bread, I'm still rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you can't complain. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your streak? You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there with your plastic clout, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids while I count how much I make. I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm reading your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy, let's set the bar. I'm the constellation, you're a burned out star. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old ragged ass, burnt out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental pain. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow's. Agenda will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same effing thing.
Yeah, I'm a Muppet. Thanks, Megan, for the Muppet. Oh, that's so cool. I got a kick out of that. That was a blast. Yes, I am home. I am back. Oh man. Man, oh man. No, I sent a message to Megan. She had to get a little bit of rest. She's been trucking around all day. So don't expect to see her. Let her get some rest. She's been a busy girl. Been a busy girl. My Muppet is so perfect. I know. I was like, but I did. Let me see if I've got it here. So what I did is I one-upped her. I one-upped her. Just give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, this is and I created a new one just because I was having too much fun with it. Hold on. And so I got that one. And there's gonna be one more that I'm gonna add. Let's remove that and delete. All right, give me a second because this is pretty good too. What's this? So I did the honey badger one. Oh, and then of course I upgraded it even more. I upgraded it even more because it was so much. So I was having too much fun with it. She was like, "Hey, you guys, this is how you do it. Check it out." And so she put it. Give me a second. I've got to find it because there's another one. There's another one. Hold on. Give me a second. So that wasn't good enough. So I added a whole new one to it. Oh, it won't let me do it. Hold on just a second. Like that. And then add this one to it. Hold on just a second. This is going to be good. Hold on. It was too much fun. Oh, damn Megan got me involved in this now. All right, here we go. Here's the other one. It's like the honey badger with the helmet. Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. Thank you, Megan. Good. Yeah, the badger is so adorable. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Yes, I am back. It was a very, very long working week. I managed to get everything done that I can think of. Oh, it was it was an interesting one. Emma Washington. Oh my gosh, you know what I've got for you. Oh, well, Emma.
Welcome to the shit show.
Every
Every
single
single day,
day.
a new flavor of fuckery.
Cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks.
Monday, Tuesday,
Yeah.
Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder dash,
Poppycock.
poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery.
yeah.
We'll have it all over again.
Oh yeah. And of course, Max Lab coming in with the very first one right there.
My heart.
Oh wow. Yes, Max Lab. Max Lab has been keeping me apprised of what's been going on and all of these things. Thank you so much, Max. You are a blessing. I don't care what anybody says about you. Thank you so much. You're right there on the top. I appreciate you. No, it's been so crazy. Rogue Muppet, your fish. She should have. That's awesome. That's great. That's great. Oh, thank you, Max. No, I appreciate it. And I because this is something that I've had for a little bit of time, but of course I've been sort of holding it off, holding back, and it was just to give you an idea of the kind of crazy that people are dealing with, that you're going to be dealing with, that you're going to be hearing a lot of stuff from, which is quite a bit, because you know it was something that I heard. What is it? Oh, it's been about, I don't know, a month, at least a month. I kept hearing there was something big coming. Big is on its way. Oh, and you guys have no idea. It's going to tear everybody apart. And now we know that was Legally Lips that started in on this, because this was while Bubbles was still involved with Lynette. So they were working on this while they were involved with Lynette. They were working behind the scenes to come at Jeremy from a different angle and create more problems, cost him more money, like ruin his business relationships. And they've been talking about this ever since the very beginning, that Bruce wants to take him down. He feels that Jeremy is way too much for him. That Jeremy is he's got to get his comeuppance, because it's all his fault that this stuff is going on. Why is it that they feel it's all Jeremy's fault that all this stuff is happening? Because it is just that whole blame Jeremy bullshit. And it has been for quite some time. Like, blame Jeremy. Why not? Because you've got to have a villain in all of this. So what exactly kind of shenanigans do they play? What Hey, Tricky, would you like to give Shivy's permission? Just ask anyone would take his work. I don't know. I'm still praying for her. I'm Jane retiring and loving it. I'm still praying I'm Jane Doe number 3. Oh no, there's more involved. There's more involved in that, because this is the kinds of games that they will play. And they're gonna play these games for quite a bit. And I do have to give a big shout out, first of all, to Hal 9000. Hal 9000 was wonderful wonderful Hal 9000 has sent this beautiful piece to me right there. Look at that. See that? That is a whole new microphone. And it's also got a nice holder for it to keep it from making a whole bunch of noise. This is something that Hal 9000 built specifically for me. Isn't that awesome? No, seen a video of Lip saying that she always, yeah, exactly. Now, see, that's the thing. Yeah, she always files a lawsuit that dismisses it a few weeks later just to have the lawsuit out there. Yes, that is awesome. Congrats on the new mic. Yes, I hope it sounds good and doesn't sound funky. I haven't got it fully hooked up the way it's supposed to be, but I'm going to be working on that a little bit tomorrow, and hopefully hopefully I'll have all of that done. But this was something that I filed. Well deserved. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Sounds good so far. Well, that's what we're hoping for, is for it to sound good. Sounds really good. Smooth. Yeah, just like butter. It's like the butter you put on your fish whenever you want to get a little bit of extra lemon and some paprika on there. Well, this one might bite her in the arse. No, because this is something that they're known for. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. No, it's testes 1, testes 2, testes 3. How did you get 3? Be like, hey, how's it going? Maybe not. Good to see it. Just Dawn says, Zach, damn, the storm's literally gone around us every time. We're supposed to get one Monday with 80-degree temps for a week. Fingers crossed. It's only 80? Jeez, girl, that's not bad at all. It was 93 and I was working in the heat. I've got mosquito bites up and down my legs. It was so bad. They were having too much fun. I was hoping for some rain. Oh, it was hot. It was hot. It was so hot and sweaty. 3 is a magic number. Yeah, 3 is always a magic number. So this is another filing that has been put up there. I'm going to remove that for a second, so that way you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So this came in from Leslie Dagos. Yeah, there you go. Or Legally Lips, whatever she wants to call herself. And here's the complaint. Oh, who is it against? It's through ABC Legal Services. Now, if you don't know what ABC Legal Services, ABC Legal Services is a company that comes out and serves people. Okay. Now, these are people that have passed all the vetting to make sure they're not like some sort of creep or anything like that. They tell them, we need you to go process serve somebody. Okay, that's what ABC Legal does. I know because I've used ABC Legal for years to send send the information to them. Now what a process server does, this means that she's been served in a lawsuit. Okay, now this one was filed, I believe, she filed this in April, but it was more likely that they served her a little bit earlier on, which means that if she's being served, then she's being sued for some reason. Somebody is suing her. Now, this here Legally Lips buying through her undersigned counsel. Now keep this in mind, what it says right here. Through undersigned counsel. Okay, that's gonna come really important later. Well, they don't know who Jane Doe was, but it was some lady that showed up and she was just doing her job. Somebody said, hey, this is a lawsuit, you need to send it to this person. Well, this is for damage that excesses of $75,000. Why would it be $75,000? Because that's the burden that you have to meet in order to bring a federal lawsuit. Well, and of course, it's proper in here in Orange County because defendant ABC Legals is a foreign limited LLC. doing business here in Florida, which they do business in Florida, just about every state of the United States, maybe even Hawaii, but they serve people. That's what their job is. They make sure that it gets out to people at an appropriate amount of time, and they're vetted. Seriously, they're all these people are vetted. Well, the plaintiff is a resident of Windermere, Florida, and of course residing in a valued $1.2 million home. Like, that's something special. I live in a really nice neighborhood. You came by and you came knocking on my door. It's an affluent, safe neighborhood with no pending legal actions. Well, and you would think that you would appreciate having ABC Legal, which, it'd just be like a nondescript person coming and giving you legal documents and serving you with those legal documents. I thought this was civil court, not federal. No, it can be civil, but this is still a federal jurisdiction. Like, if you look right here at the very top, this one right here, it says Ninth Judicial Circuit in and for Orange County, Florida. So this is a circuit court, but it's still under federal rules. Okay. Exclusive interest costs. Now, this is the address for ABC Legal. So I'm not doxing them. ABC Legal does good work, and always been impressed with them. You would send ABC Legal out, so you don't send a sheriff to somebody's location. Okay, because a lot of people see a sheriff show up, they think that someone's being arrested. It can ask a lot of questions. This is a little bit more nondescript. So just somebody that could be anybody shows up, hands you some papers. Now, during this here encounter, hold on a second, I gotta fix something here. During this encounter, the warrant a process server entering her property. Critically, the plaintiff was not confirmed to not be the subject of any pending. Was confirmed to not be the subject of any pending lawsuit requiring such service entering her property. Well, were they there to serve her? Were they to serve her neighbor whose house is in foreclosure? I don't know. It could be. It could be in foreclosure. Could be anything. Hold on just a second. Let me do something here real quick, because I don't want to get I don't need to be doxing people here. Give me just a second. I'm going to fix this really quick because it doxes them right here. And let's do that. And it'll apply. There we go. Save. Yes. All right. So now I can show it. So it was the process server was attempted to serve legal documents at the plaintiff's residence located at such and such address. We call it, at Fraggle Rock. Okay. Now, the process server remained on the property from 3:05 until 5:20 while entering the plaintiff's backyard, peering through windows, pounding on the door, going to neighbors' homes. Now, those here following events occurred as documented by home surveillance camera and the police reports. Now, at 3:05, the plaintiff arrived home with her 2 children via golf cart. Now, at 3:32, the babysitter left with 1 child for dance class. The plaintiff remained in her home with her son thereafter. She was scared of being served. Process server was recorded walking away from the plaintiff's home. The processor server parked her vehicle, blocking the plaintiff's driveway, and then they approached the door again, and the processor departed. 3 police officers arrived and inspected the plaintiff's property. Between 5 and 5:20, police officers conducted a search of her property. Well, she met with those police officers who informed the processor's false report. Well, 3 police officers entered the property from 5 until 5:20, peering through the windows, searching the golf cart, walked through her backyard, and property without consent or a warrant, strictly as a result of the process server's false statements. Well, we know about who's making false statements. Well, that process, the server intentionally and maliciously filed a false police report containing multiple fabricated claims. Well, they allegedly a 6 or 7-year-old child was at home alone and was being neglected. Well, then they claimed the front door was open while videos evidence knocking and pounding on the door while the dog. So what it sounds to me like is it looks like August 24th, 2025. What? Yeah, August 24th. Now, what the processor server found was there was a 6 or 7-year-old child at home was alone. Well, they were claiming the front door was open while videos of evidence knocking and pounding on the door while the dogs were barking, never showing dogs leaving the home at the front door. Well, and they falsely reported some child neglect. These allegations were categorically false. The plaintiff was with her child continuously since picking him up from school. Her other 2 children, they were with a babysitter attending a dance class. They were doing little twirlies. Your mom missed her 64th birthday too? Well, August 25th. So this was in the future. No, it was said. It said it was August. Yes, it's in the future. It hasn't happened yet. She can read. Falsely claimed the front door was open. Falsely reported child neglect. These allegations were categorically false. The plaintiff was with her child the whole damn time. Well, plaintiff resides in a safe, affluent neighborhood. We said that before, with no evidence of child welfare concerns. Well, and paragraph they allege that 1 through 11 was fully set forth herein. ABCs, they owe duty care the plaintiff, including but not limited to, well, they weren't properly training them supervisors or the process servers. They weren't ensuring the processes survive, complying with them their Florida statutes and professional standards, and they be preventing unauthorized and improper intrusions onto private property. You can't come over here and hand me no papers. Protected individuals from false and malicious reporting to law enforcement. Well, those specific duties of care include, but not limited to, verifying the accuracy of service attempts, providing clear guidelines for ethical service and process, when they're supposed to be implementing safeguards against false reporting. Well, but see, if they found something that was a little suspicious, then it is their duty as a reporter to report those things. Defendant breached his duties to care about, well, they did everything wrong. They should not have been doing that. They were making false statements. And as a direct and proximate result, the neglect, the plaintiff has suffered severe emotional stress, invasion of the privacy, unnecessary police intervention, and damage to personal and professional reputation. Sweetheart, you've already ruined your professional reputation. Now, do we need to roll it back this here true trolley to where you actually were in front of a committee that was deciding how you was supposed to be treated? Now, we can roll that stuff back. That's for a later date. Tonight, we're going over this one because if we look at the kind of shit that you've pulled before, oh, I guarantee you, that's going to be coming out. The kind of crap that you get that you've pulled, the kind of shit that you've done, the garbage that you've been getting into. Yeah, just you wait until we start digging into that, and then we're going to show you some real shenanigans. Well, and she got some psychological, sweetheart. If you had psychological problems, it's okay. Just get another little bit, just get those lips a little bit thicker. Yeah, I mean, just a little bit thicker, because us men, we like them thick women. Isn't it a tangled weave? Everything about this is a complete catastrophe. And I've said this before. That when crazy like jumps all over crazy, and they get all on top of each other. I mean, and we've seen how they've involved each other in these kinds of things. because they're looking for people that will do as much crazy stuff as they will. And I said this earlier today, whenever I don't know how much you guys saw while I was driving, but I was talking about this earlier that the this whole anti what the hell's ecosystem thinks that the people that have looked at court documents and they pulled up this information, they've seen this information, and they're parsing through it, trying to figure out where the next crazy is coming from. And there's more crazy coming, trust me. There's always more crazy coming. We've been looking at what's filed in the courts. We're looking at public complaints. We're looking at documents that these people have filed. We're looking at lawsuits that have been filed against them. We're looking at all of that information, and we're seeing all of this shit, and we're just talking about it. There's not any coordinated attack against anybody. It's their own words. It's Lynette Preston's own words. And during the deposition, her own words, the things that she's saying, every single lie that she says, every provable lie that she says, not disproven lies or lies that somebody's making up or crap that they're making. This is stuff that we're looking at, we're seeing firsthand the kind of crap that they're pulling, and we're calling them out on it. And that's not a coordinated attack. That is coordinated mocking. And that's all it is. We are constantly looking at these kinds of things. I mean, tell me, and I caught a little bit of Tug stream last night, and how fast are they pulling information off the record as soon as they put it up there? And they defame somebody and they do garbage crap against somebody, they start doxing Megan. I'm sure they're going to go after Tug, and all of the stuff that they have, not even verifiable. This is like second or third hand kind of information that they're getting, that they're wanting to attack people with. And they're making these people out to be some sort of horrible people. Like, oh, Megan, blah, 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 blah. Oh, Tug, blah, 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 blah. But if you actually look at the information that's out there, you're going to find, oh, no, these are just normal, average people. They're nothing that's like blowing your mind away. It's not like they're out there doing anything, but you know that they're hitting it. You know that they're reporting on the truth, that they're pulling up the information and they're showing it to everybody out there. And that scares the shit out of them because their grift is getting called out every damn time. And that's what's happening to them. And they know that the only way that they can defend against it is to get a bunch more crazy people to file a bunch of more crazy shit to come after other people. Yeah. Oh, see, there you go. Brenda right there. It's like, look at that. She's talking about Tug right now. Here's the thing. And I'll throw this out there for you guys. What do they have on Tug? Because everything that they have on Tug, and I would guarantee they're probably pulling it from Kiwi Farms. Okay. If they're pulling shit off of Kiwi Farms makes up shit as they fucking go, in case you did not know this. And of course, they're going to try to put it out there as truth. And it's stuff that's been out there forever. And it's verifiably false, but they're going to do it so they can dox him. You're talking about a man that has 2 kids that he's taken, 3 kids? I forget how many kids man that with children. I don't get into his personal business like that. He has kids, and these people are going to set some psycho after Tug and cause problems. And you don't understand. Tug has said this before. He does everything he can to protect himself. You start coming after him in a crazy way, bad things are going to happen. He doesn't want that. He's telling you, you might want to back off and leave it alone, but they're not going to listen, and they're going to create more problems. These are the kinds of people that you're dealing with. You're dealing with a retired attorney that was facing disciplinary action. Okay, that was facing disciplinary action, that has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, that was losing her absolute freaking mind, that has some serious mental issues, unverifiable mental issues except for her own words, that decided, I'm retiring. If you're a permanent retired attorney in the state of Florida, that means you cannot practice again in the state of Florida without a judge signing off on it. And no judge is going to sign off on it if they start seeing this kind of crap coming out. Permanently, look up what permanent retirement means in the state of Florida. Just a quick Google search will tell you exactly what that means. Now, it's also true that if they're facing disciplinary actions, they can't permanently retire unless a judge signs off and says, I just want psycho out of my jurisdiction, and I don't want to have to deal with them anymore. And if that means they're going to put in permanent retirement, sure, as long as they're gone. Yeah, he will drain the Botox from her lips and revoke her favorite color lipstick, which is what, black? I don't know. It's absolutely crazy. These people are psychos. These people are psychos. And the amount of crazy stuff that they're doing, the amount of defamation that they're creating for themselves is just going to increase. I told you about this months ago. They're doing this because they are losing the grift. They're not making money off the child like they were. They're not making money off of Lynette like they were. The grift train is coming to an end. The PR shit is starting to come to a head, and they have to find a new grift. That's the only way they can raise whatever kind of money that they're getting off of this. Because they will find people, just like any other grifter out there, they will find people that will buy their bullshit and then think, oh, Megan's this horrible person, Tug's this horrible person, somebody else is horrible. They're attacking us. They did this shit the other night where they tried to throw out that Legally Lips was being attacked. She rolled in there, and then all of a sudden, she had no idea. She did all this research on her own, and she couldn't believe it. No, she was creating this bullshit all on her own. She was creating all this shit in the background to create all of this havoc. All of a sudden, she's being attacked. We've got to do something to help her. What happened? Everybody started throwing money at him again. And as soon as it gets called out, as soon as Tug calls it out, as soon as Megan calls it out, as soon as I call it out, as soon as Jeremy calls it out, as soon as Jay Hip calls it, that they're bullshit out, they know that money train is going to end. And they go on the attack over and over again. What is that? They're going to turn this into a criminal case? Oh, well, I guarantee you they will turn it into a criminal case. There's no freaking doubt about this is going to turn into a criminal case. And yes.
Welcome to the shit show.
Oh, yeah. Every single day.
A new flavor of fuckery.
'Cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks.
Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid predicament, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do it all over again.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. And if you don't believe me, here, well, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Give me a second. Share this right here. There you go. This right here will explain everything. Look, transcript from Legally Lips Live. Okay. It's not just divorce, anger, kids, retaliation. Transcript court. No court is no fun. Court is good. Even if you have grounds to sue somebody, I've done things before where I've been had people say things about me that I've done I filed a lawsuit, then I withdrew it, but then I filed it to get it on the record, just because it becomes public record at that point. So, if I'm being defamed or something, I can file it just enough to, if you look at my name up, you can see, whatever, and then withdrew because I didn't want to go through the court system after that. Just trust the court system. And that was being a former lawyer. I just don't trust the court system whatsoever. A vexatious litigant is a person who repeatedly brings legal actions that are groundless or without merit, often to harass or burden another party. This behavior is considered abuse of the judicial process and can lead to legal sanctions against the individual. Yeah. You missed the song. You missed the song. I hope you didn't miss the song. You got the song. Yes. And let me put it to you this way. Felisa and the Hale system couldn't keep their big noses out of it. Tug, Megan, Shizzy, and other law tubers got involved. Yes, exactly. It was judge. It was the judge that got us involved. She sounds like Lynette BB, and yeah. But see, here's the thing. She has already had lawsuits removed by a judge. Now, whenever somebody, and I actually encourage her to keep doing this, because what happens, and I know this from personal experience, not me personally, but in dealing with vexatious litigants. Here's the thing. Whenever you've got somebody that files like this, what'll happen is it'll come in front of a judge, and a judge will see it, and he'll automatically dismiss the case because he doesn't find any merit in it. Or they have to go through a process before the judge will actually accept that information. You're trying to chill and you start your toes tapping. Crazy old part. Well, thank you so much. Let me get I got to get the star for the member first. Let's get the membership star up there. And it's been a little while. It's been a week. I'm starting to forget. I'm starting to slack off. That's not good. And then, of course, we get crazy over part. Thank you so much. We got you here too. Thank you for you. Now, this thing is coming with me to Dollywood. I even got footprints on the front of it. Look at that. Look at that. Got the feet still sparkly too. Look at that thing. Yeah, that's coming with me to Dollywood. I knew it. I knew this sounded like big surprise lawsuit they've been blathering about. Yeah. Yes. That's the thing. We knew that it was coming this way. Anybody that's been paying attention, I already did. I already checked it. Oh, shiny stars. We know we love the shiny stars. It's crazy. It's crazy. They would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for Megan Fox and those meddling law tubers. Exactly. Anytime that people are bringing this stuff up, it starts driving them crazy. They don't know what to do. They're losing their damn mind over it. Now, the only recourse they have is, all right, yeah, here's the thing. I suggest for all of those like Volpe and what's his name? Paint chips. Here's a suggestion. Instead of me doing the work for you, assholes, like, because that's not what it's about. They want to make it appear as, because they'll ask an open-ended question. Well, what do you think about Jeremy doing blah blah blah? That's a non-question. You're asking me a question that's irrelevant to the conversation, because if you respond to these dumbasses and you say, You say, that's not how it went down. Automatically, they come back, well, tell me how it went down. No, you do your own research, asshole. I'm not going to dig through, 20 different things that I've already covered just to go back to prove that you're completely wrong. But they'll run with that story of Jeremy did blah, 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 because they want to tear him down. That's all about destroying somebody. Look at the history of what these people have done. And you can pull up the history of the way that they've acted, the lawsuits that they filed, the lawsuits that they've gotten involved in and have destroyed. Look at all of that information and tell me that these are some good characters you're dealing with. These are not good characters you're dealing with. You're looking at vexatious litigation. You're looking at people that are completely unhinged. They've got some serious screws that are not quite right there. You've got paint chips. Now let me lay this down for you. You got paint chips. You've got an attorney that got his ass disbarred, thrown in prison, fined a lot of money for almost causing an international crisis, and then turns around and files shit on Facebook after he gets out of prison and gets his ass sued again, and then gets involved in another freaking lawsuit. And whenever he gets into that lawsuit, he finds the information about this guy wanting to get some help, like through a psychologist, and proving that, yes, these people have damaged me psychologically. They are destroying my life. And he files another lawsuit using that information against him. Yeah, because they're trying to destroy a person. The ends that these people will go through, there's a reason why Jeremy should never give these assholes any of his information about his working businesses at all, ever, because they are out to destroy him. They will stop at nothing to destroy them. If it means that they have to take down 10, 20, 30 people in the process of destroying that one person, that's what they will do. I did. I already checked my DMs. Thank you. I already did. DMs are good. This is about them destroying people. And the reason, think about this. Why I've mentioned this before, there's a certain level when YouTube is a perfect example of this, okay? In the summer, in the spring, YouTube sort of your the amount of subs that you have coming in starts decreasing. And the reason it decreases is because people go out, they touch grass, they're enjoying the beautiful weather. They don't want to watch YouTube. They've got so many other things going on. It's warm weather. I mean, I might listen to it or something interests me and I'll listen to it. But other than that, I'm just sort of, I've got things to do. So you're not going to gain all of these brand new subs. It doesn't really happen that way. And what will happen is you'll find people that get so they don't understand those dynamics, and so they go on the attack of other people. They look to destroy them because they want to destroy what other people have created, because all of a sudden those people that they're attacking, everybody's going, oh my gosh, what is so and so saying about me? What is so and so saying about them? And then they just go on this attack, and then you have these other people trying to defend themselves, and you get this battle that should have never been there in the first place over like YouTube. And it's fucking drama. Fuck that shit. Sorry. It sets me off because, create something, talk about something, find something that interests you and other people are interested in, and it makes for great story, great information, great stuff. Well, thank you, Linda Early. To use Tug's hated expression, they're all thank you so much for the $20 super chat, Linda. That is completely correct. I mean, Tug hits it so damn well. And you have to understand the reason why people like Tug and Megan do very well is because they do the work, they do the research, and they don't play around with fools like this. And the fools hate them for it. The fools lose their ever loving mind whenever they get called out. They can't handle it. Thank you very much. But yes, they are Delulu, and they can't help it. They just can't help it. There's something inside of them that just they've got to let the crazy out, and that's the only way that they can let the crazy out. So here we go. Intrusion upon seclusion. Intrusion upon seclusion. You know, and if I'm looking at this, okay, and if I was a judge looking at this, all right, think about this. All of this. Now I'm not an attorney. I'm not an attorney, but this right here is the only thing that they showed. Chapter 48, governing service of process. Okay. Now, right here, under Florida law, invasion of privacy consists of 4 distinct types of actionable conduct. Defendants are liable for multiple forms of invasion of privacy. Nowhere in here does it name anything. Usually whenever you put something like this in here, you actually have the citation to whatever law that is. And there's no citation to any law. It's just claims. If you don't have any citation in there, I think it's pretty much crap. Intentional infliction of mental distress. Now, here's the thing. To prove this little thing goes back to what I was saying before. Infliction of emotional distress. That has to be proven. That means that you have to go see a psychologist. Then you have to tell that psychologist exactly how you were being mentally distressed and what the distress was. And then they have to actually, respond to that and put that in there. Plus, they can be cross-questioned. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, in cases of mental distress, you get seen by the opposing parties psychological evaluator to make sure that you're delulu, as they said. Sorry, shit, I heard about this person's name is I'm so lost. What? Why? Another creep? No, this is Lips. This is Lips going after ABC Legal Services, which filed she filed this because she had a process server show up on her doorstep to serve her, and found that the child might have been left alone. Creepy, huh? Gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. And you know what that means?
Welcome to the shit show.
Oh, yes.
Every single day.
Not tomorrow.
A new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, what the fuck? And then 4 more days of increasingly stupid predicaments. Ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Yeah, all over again.
Oh, yes. Good to see you. Now, specific, there was some specific privacy violations. They were including false reporting, child neglect, contacting the law enforcement with fabricated claims, attempting to create a false emergency situation. So it sounds like the popo showed up here. Invasion of privacy was, intentional, is malicious, conducted with reckless disregard for plaintiff's rights, and designed to cause maximum emotional reputational damage. Sweetheart, you don't have any reputation. Your damage is already done. And every time you inject a little bit of that Botox in there, it might make you a little bit more crazy. As a result, defendants' invasion of privacy, they suffered. Her lips didn't quite fill out like they wanted to, so she had severe emotional distress. And then she also had damage to the personal, professional reputation. what's your professional reputation? Because you're a retired attorney that was trying to avoid getting completely like disbarred. I mean, let's put it this way. Disbarred is a very legal term. Now, she's not disbarred, but she is barred from practicing in the state of Florida. That means in all legal capacities. It means she can't give advice. She can't do anything. Pretty interesting, huh? Well, and there was some psychological trauma and unreasonable interference with the personal privacy. Well, there was significant mental anguish. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but the mental anguish, it might have been that, it might have been that something's just maybe knocked loose inside your head. Boy, they're entitled to compensatory and punitive damages for these egregious violations of her privacy rights under Florida law, because they came and they tried to serve me and come to find out that the child might have been left alone because, well, that's what you do in Florida. Except maybe she was with the baby. So maybe somebody was there. We don't know because we wasn't there. But, she's going to provide all this evidence to the courts. It must stink around them. Plaintiff alleges the paragraphs 1 through 11 is fully set forth herein. See, this is something that Bubbles could figure out how to do this. Now, this is against both them and their defendants. Well, defendant's conduct was extreme. It was outrageous and intended to cause severe emotional distress because they'd be fabricating stuff. It was so extreme and outrageous, exceed all possible bounds of decency and be regarded as intolerable in a civilized community. Oh, I'm so distressed. When there was abusive process, against both defendants. Well, they willfully, intentionally misused legal process by filing them false police reports, attempting to manipulate them legal procedures, and using improper tactics to gain unauthorized access to the plaintiff's property. Well, they'd be fabricating circumstances to circumvent the proper legal service. Well, she alleges now that the defendants, they'd be publishing false and defamatory statements to law enforcement. Well, that's different. That they didn't really publish. You sort of did that on your own. So the child neglect, it occurred, claiming that child neglect occurred. The child was unsupervised. The home was unsafe condition. Well, with all them little Botox things running around, what you gonna do? It was unsafe. Maybe not. Well, these statements, they was completely false. They was made with reckless disregard. Maybe she doesn't know how to clean. I don't know. $1 million home doesn't mean you know how to clean. Might not wash the clothes right. Maybe using one of them vertical washing machines, making the clothes be all funky, make it smell. Maybe the clothes wasn't washed because you don't know how to wash clothes, or fold them, or iron, nothing like that. You don't know how to do all them like womanly things like wash dishes, make me a sandwich, nothing like that. Don't know how to do none of that. Well, the plaintiff, she realleges them same paragraphs. Them defendants, they publish them false defamatory statements alleging criminal activity to law by falsely claiming, well, there was child neglect occurred, child's unsupervised. We're just filling it up with a whole bunch of bullshit right now. Now, on top of that, this here woman, she be demanding she want a trial by jury of all issues so tribal. Well, you got to have something that's tribal, nothing there. And of course, she's always signs as Leslie Ferradago Escuelas, pro se, retired, pro se. Now, my question is, why didn't her husband get involved in this? Because she's got one of them there famous slip fall attorneys, they all be just like suing everybody. So why didn't they get involved? That's a curious question. The sandwich I just made 2 loaves of bread today. A sandwich sounds so good. Man, I will tell you, I went and picked up dinner one night. Was it dinner? It was lunch. It was lunch. Because my wife and I were working all day, and I was like, we got to walk the dogs. And she was like, all right, I'll walk the dogs. Go get us some food. So I go up to like a little local burger joint, get some food for us, a couple of burgers, some fries. And I'm walking back, and I sent her a message, and I was just like, all right, I'm almost there. And she was just like, I got your beer out. Don't bother the dogs because they'll lose their tongue line. So yeah. Sandwich made with some crap and cheese. Yamaha, what is up? When she reads like that, why does it feel like my cousin Vinny? I need to say everything that guy just said is BS. It's like Doc Holliday gone wild. Dude, if you are available, I want you to come by. Tell me how you've been doing, because I have not seen you in forever. I have not seen you in forever. So I need to do some catchings up with you. There you go. If you want to come by, it's up to you, brother. No worries if you can't. Because I do have a letter. I do have a letter to crazy. You know I do. What the hell just happened? Did I just exit? No, I did. Oh, okay. I do have a new letter. But only if you want to come by. No forcing upon you. I will not spank you today. Well, unless you really want me to, and then I'll break out the big strap. Yes, everyone misses the Yamaha. What can I say? Shizzy has the nuts, Yamaha has the beef. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Oh, what is it? I would say once upon a time, a YouTuber moved to Florida. Then bad neighbors can't respect our own. A bunch of nobody retaliated for cloud against Jeremy and anyone that can see the truth. Exactly. That's so right. Oh my gosh, Tammy Bugard. This is awesome. Welcome back. Thank you. And
Welcome to the shit show.
it's right.
Every single day.
Oh yeah.
A new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Yeah, we'll have it all over again.
I love it. Oh, hey, watch that whizzing. I didn't bring no raincoats. Oh, you found your inner Muppet. Yeah. Look at that, Tina. I love it. Better late than not here at all. Good to see you. Yes. Did the Fox mother make a Muppet Yamaha? You can't make a Muppet Yamaha. It's hard to make a Muppet that eats crayons. Crayola gets all angry about it and everything because they like to keep the green ones. Now that's my favorite song. And of course, Robert James is joined. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you so much. You know what that gets you.
Welcome to the shit show.
Every single day.
Every single day.
Yeah.
A new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday,
And I found out something.
Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Yeah, we'll have it all over again.
Welcome, Robert James. I appreciate you. Welcome. Oh, you missed the base crayons. Yes, the base crayons were the bestest. No, I found that I always thought it was dumber than a bag of rocks, but it's not. It's dumber than a bag of yeah, that word. That word we're not gonna say here. I'm glad to be back. It's been a crazy week and it's been fun. But I do have a letter for you. Mm, 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 mm. It took me a little bit to write this one. So there will probably be some errors in here, but it is a good one. It is a really good one. Crayon sticks crayon crayon sticks too far and not just what you see. Yes. Well, you're not supposed to wear the crayons down there. Just saying, sir. You keep those crayons down there, and those crayons get very, very dirty, and they're not good for chewing no more. Oh, they really want this, don't they? Well, give me a second. I will bring it up for you because it's a long one. It's a long one. Well, that's what she said. It is going to be very, very tasty. I hope you're ready for it. Let me make sure I'm ready for it because, I suck at doing this really bad. I'm getting out of practice. That's what's happening. I've got completely out of the practice.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Whiz, Nut.
An open letter to Legally Lips. You got served, not scarred. A Botox breakdown in legal cosplay. Dear Legally Lips, just when we thought your court filings couldn't get any more self-obsessed, frivolous, and melodramatically detached from reality, you blessed the docket with your latest delusion. A full-blown lawsuit against a process server. Not a burglar, not a stalker, not a masked intruder breaking into your Botox bunker. No, you filed against someone whose job it is to deliver court documents because she had the audacity to walk near your hydrangeas and knock on your door like you were an ordinary human being. There comes a point where parody gives up trying to exaggerate because reality has gone too far. That point is you. You've now filed a lawsuit, an actual notarized, certified, submitted to a court of law lawsuit against a process server for the high crime of knocking on your door. And in doing so, you've made it undeniably clear your skin may be taut, your cheekbones may be carved from medical grade silicone, but your ego is made of wet Kleenex and desperation. You weren't served improperly, you weren't violated, you were simply inconvenienced. But since your entire life is a high-gloss performance art piece about controlling appearances, you turned that into an act of war. You filed a complaint so dramatic, so whiny, so self-inflated with self-pity, it should come with a safety valve. So let me get this straight. You served a process server, not for assault, not for property damage, not even for trespassing in the traditional sense. No, you sued because someone rang your doorbell, walked on your lawn, and had the audacity to suggest, based on your own warped performance, that a child might be alone inside the house. You weren't arrested. You weren't detained. You weren't even cited, but that didn't stop you from unleashing a 30-page meltdown disguised as litigation, accusing the server of emotional terrorism, child endangerment, defamation. And because Faradingo's filing is complete without it, extreme psychological traumas. You claim this server was on your property too long, that she peered through windows, that she talked to neighbors. Welcome to how process servers operate. This wasn't government conspiracy or a targeted harassment campaign. Your front yard is not the demilitarized zone. It was someone trying to hand you a manila envelope, something you should be familiar with by now, given how many times you've thrown yourself into litigation to soothe your own ego. You can wrap yourself in Louis Vuitton and live in a gated community, but when it comes to the law, sweet cheeks, you ain't no royalty. You just another citizen trying to avoid accountability. Your complaint reads like a failed script from Desperate Litigations of Windermere, and yet you write this complaint as if someone committed war crimes in your cul-de-sac. You note that the server parked her car at an angle. You time-stamped her walking away. You count the minutes, every single minute she spent on your property, like you're composing a victim impact statement for the Nuremberg trials. You list your home's valuation as if that's relevant to whether or not you can be served. Your Honor, I live in a $1.2 million home. I am far too rich to be inconvenienced by legal documents. That's not a legal argument. That's Real Housewives tagline. Let's pause here for a second because there's an elephant missing from your courtroom. Your husband. Where is he? Your life partner, your better litigator half, the man whose legal career is built entirely on suing for injuries sustained by grocery store tiles and parking lot cracks. Where's the slip and fall king of Orange County in your lawsuit against a process server? This case is practically engineered for him. You're alleging negligent business practices, emotional distress, invasion of privacy, defamation. It's a tort buffet. This is exactly the kind of case he typically jumps on faster than a broken step outside a Dollar General. So why are you, Legally Lips, filing this solo? Why are you walking into a court like Joan of Arc in contour, armed with nothing but your pro se filing and a ring cam? Could it be that even your own husband, the man who has no shame filing claims over phantom neck pain and poorly placed caution signs, refused to co-sign onto this nonsense? Could it be that he even took one look at your draft, arched an eyebrow, assumed he still can, and said, "Nah, I'm good, babe. You're on your own. How about you go drop a couple more pounds?" It says that everything this guy who earns his living turns stub toes into 5-figure settlements wouldn't touch this mess with a 10-foot selfie stick. Because deep down, everyone knows this isn't about justice. This is about humiliation. Yours. You weren't traumatized. You were caught off guard. Someone rang the doorbell and didn't immediately compliment your lashes. And now, because you can't cope with the idea of being seen without curating the frame, you're doing what you always do. Try to soothe the discomfort away. You layered this filing with buzzwords: defamation, negligence, invasion of privacy, emotional trauma. You claim psychological damage from a stranger suggesting a child might be home alone. Yet, curiously, you had to reconstruct your own whereabouts using security footage and time-stamped timelines. Were the kids with you, with the sitter, on the golf cart? You seem much less concerned with parenting than you do with casting yourself in a starring role as a persecuted matriarch of a gated fantasy. Let's address this emotional distress, since you never miss a chance to monetize your fragility. You say your life was upended. You claim you were psychologically scarred. You let the court having police on your property for 20 minutes was dramatic. And yet somehow you found the strength to log into Facebook and post about it. You found the energy to draft multiple legal filings. You even managed to detail the entire incident down to the absolute minute with surveillance footage, gossip, neighborhood, and your signature delusional flair. You've even traumatized by someone ringing the bell. I hope the next Amazon driver has a body cam in a waiver form, because you're in for a treat. You whine about police officers arriving. You scream about being searched. They searched me. They looked me up and down. They were undressing me with their eyes. Well, you shriek over false report. Let's be clear, resulted in nothing. Not a charge, not a fine, not even a citation. But to you, this was a constitutional crisis. You act like the SWAT team showed up with drones and tear gas, and in reality, someone knocked on your door, asked a question, and left you to spiral into legal lunacy. And now you want damages. Oh, what punitive sanctions. For what? Because a processor server treated you like an adult, not a fragile relic from the legally Barbie collection? No one invaded your privacy. What they did was pierce your bubble. Let's be honest, that bubble is filled with Botox, insecurity, and enough self-pity to float a cruise ship. This isn't about drama. It never is with you. This is about control. You want to own the narrative the same way you try to own your own face. Padded, polished, frozen into something unrecognizable from the truth. You can't stand the idea that you don't get to dictate how the world sees you, so you lash out at anyone who dares treat you like a civilian instead of a queen. You sued a process server because you didn't recognize your delusions of grandeur. You're offended that the legal system treats you like everyone else and nothing, not your zip code, not your injections, not your pathological obsession with how you look, can shield you from the simple fact that you are not above the law. You are not the victim of a crime. You are the architect of your own embarrassment. And every time you file another overwrought, self-indulgent court document to preserve your vanity and punish reality for being unflattering, you make it more obvious. The damage isn't emotional, Leslie. It's psychological. This is the same pattern we've seen before. You cry foul when people mocked your live stream appearances. You threatened creators who pointed out your bar record. You begged the court to seal your other defamation suits so no one could read the allegations you filed. And now you've turned your ire on a process server. A woman who, by your own admission, didn't even succeed in serving you because she had the audacity to question the facade you've constructed. But unfortunately for you, the courts don't operate like your Instagram comment section. They don't delete the truth just because you don't like the way it makes you feel. And that's what this is really about, isn't it? Feeling. You feel exposed. You feel scrutinized. You feel ordinary. And nothing terrifies you more than being seen as ordinary. You're not as smart as you think you are. You're not as pretty as you think you are. You're just ordinary. When the makeup comes off and the eyelashes go away and the Botox goes away, you're left as an empty shell. You're not the helpless victim you pretend to be. So file another complaint, post another picture, reheat the same tired monologue about how oppressed you are by people who dare to look in your directions, but do it knowing this: even your own ambulance chasing husband doesn't believe you. Because in fact, you've been a backstage puppeteer in this drama for quite some time, all of it with the Hales. Long before your live stream cameos and your carefully worded lawsuits, you were operating behind the scenes, spreading lies about Jeremy Hales, feeding misinformation to content creators, stoking fires in private chats you thought would never come to light. Now the public is starting to see that Legally Lips isn't just some neutral observer who stumbled into the drama. You've been part of the anti-What the Hales smear machine for months, if not longer. Your fingerprints are all over the lies, over the gossip, over the false narratives, trying to paint Jeremy as something he's not. You didn't just observe the chaos, you helped engineer it. And you don't like being exposed. This is a tantrum, sweet cheeks. A tantrum thrown by a woman who could not accept the real world doesn't operate according to her filters, her fantasy, or her Instagram face. A tantrum from someone who has spent months lying in the shadows, smearing reputations, and now wants to play innocent because the spotlight turned in her direction. You want sympathy, but you've been orchestrating sabotage. You want privacy, but you've been stalking YouTubers. You want peace, but you've been feeding the chaos beyond the scenes and calling it truth-seeking. You want the public to believe you're the persecuted one. You are not. They all now see you are the predator pretending to be prey. So here's what I suggest. Instead of suing process servers, defaming creators, and trying to manipulate your court proceedings into therapy sessions, maybe go fix what's really broken. Not your doorbell, not your blinds, not your carefully manufactured timeline. I'm talking about your perspective, your ego, and your pathological inability to tell the truth unless it benefits your narrative. Because at this point, not even your slip and fall husband is willing to co-sign onto your trauma cosplay, and that says more than any pleading ever could. Sincerely, Shizzy Wisnut, still not hiding behind sealed filings, burner accounts, or fake trauma, and still unmoved by every wig, lash, and manipulated timeline you throw at the world, and most definitely your daddy. Bah.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, not even with Shizzy's question. Faradagos. Faradago. Dago ate my baby. No. No. Oh my gosh. In case you guys don't know, got Dollywood coming up. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast. We've been firing up for it for quite some time. Here's a little ad for it. Now, I don't get paid to do this, but I will be there in Dollywood.
Let's get started.
Oh, that's real good.
Go don't F with crazy. It ain't worth it. And yes, that is Yamaha Biker's Muppet right there. Yes, I show it right there. I would embiggen it, but I can't. I can't. You can't embiggen something as large as Yamaha Biker. Just so you guys know. I love it. Okay, I can't go because I'm meeting your new primary doctor. Looks like a fun time. Yes, it will be. It will be a fun time. I couldn't go last year because, well, I had a prior engagement that I forgot about with my wife, and I was like, yeah, I'll totally be there. And of course, my wife was like, we've got this thing that we're supposed to be doing. I was like, oh. So I was out of town with my wife, and I was far enough away that I couldn't walk there. My little short legs just couldn't get me there fast enough. Oh, thanks for an awesome evening. You need to dip out. Well, you're old fat dad. You're old fat dad. You're old fat dad. Ah, I got it now. I love it. You're old fat dad. Thanks for an awesome evening. You need to dip out. Well, you have a wonderful evening. You have a wonderful evening. And I love the name. That's great. You got a special. I got a special ISL do tune of Yamaha DM. Angie, always Angie. Thank you so much. And hey,
Dog will hunt.
oh yeah, that's right. And I made that one special just for my friend Tug, because if he was in Texas, because you know everybody knows that he's like he eats the peoples. No, that's not true, but it sounds funny. Yamaha, when are you coming back? When you coming back? Megan wants to know. She misses herself a Yamaha. You know that. Kaiser Pineapple promised to have a drink for you. Ooh, well, I don't know. I don't know about that. That's a lot to ask for. I am drinking tonight though. I'm having a nice ice cold beverage. That one's my old one. But tonight was one of those beautiful nights of beer and bullshit. Mm. Oh, so tasty. So it was a long drive. Mm. Yamaha, are you going to Dollywood? No, Yamaha will not be going to Dollywood. And if he does show up, he will be incognito. But it'll be easy to spot if he's there. He'll be the one eating the crayons. So if he's there and you see somebody eating crayons, Angie, if you see someone eating crayons, you know that he's going to be there. You'll know that that's Yamaha. Oh, there he is. That was a 3-year-old. Yes, I know, but damn it, he was eating crayons. So it had to be him. He came as a disguise. Megan, where's your fabulous hair, Muppet? Oh, just don't eat what Kaiser cooks. Oh, Angie, damn, this is going to be a Midwestern brawl in Dollywood. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. People are going to be cooking it up. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I'm really excited about seeing everybody having a good time and hanging out. How will Volstorm be recognized? I see him as an FNL. He never shows us. Well, we know what he looks like. When I'm naked, I'm invisible. I'm always naked. Under all these clothes, I'm always naked. You have to remember that. Max Lab. Sorry, Max Lab won't be there. That's so sad. So sad. It'll be good though. Hey, Unreal Aussie. Good to see you. Good to see you, Unreal Aussie. No, it's gonna be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it. I did come to the conclusion that I am not happy living in a city. If I see someone eating crayons, I'm asking if they know are related to Paint Chip. Oh, the amount of stuff that I gotta Paint Chip. He's gonna get himself in trouble. Well, yeah. I mean, he's already out there defaming more lawyers. Yeah, he can't help it. He can't help it. He's a fool, and that's what fools do. I want to see if Dolly really does get fear of heights. If she Mo will be. Oh yes, Mo's gonna be there. Oh, Mo in the deep end. That's gonna be such a blast. That is gonna be such a blast. I can't wait to hang out with all these people and I haven't and of course I've been gone for over a week, so 2 FNLs I've missed out on. 2 back-to-back FNLs. It's crazy. Yeah, I hate city life too. It sucks. Mm. I had I did speak with MG a little bit earlier, and I'll probably be sending people over to go harass him and give him a hard time because he's good peoples. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it'll be good to see everybody for the Dollywood. And I do have some other stuff that I've been working on. Wish you could go to Hollywood. You were great. 2 players rule. It's not Hollywood, it's Dollywood. It's Dollywood. Hollywood is in California. Dollywood is in Tennessee. They are worlds apart and much prettier. I guarantee it's going to be much prettier. And you got the Grand Teton. Just saying. Good to see you, green veggie beast. And
Dog will hunt.
hunt. Thank you so much. Awesome. Love it. Oh, almost pulled an extra one off there. That one was you, that little one right there. So pretty. Thank you so much. No, and I wish everybody could go. It's gonna be standing room only, I think. And I will be doing a Memorial Day weekend stream. For Memorial Day stream on come Monday. It'll be filled with lots of joy. I'll be back on a regular Monday schedule. Tomorrow I do have something planned for a stream, but I've got to do a little bit more digging because I want to make sure that my what I'm talking about is accurate. So that'll be sometime in the evening tomorrow, but it'll be good. It'll be good times. It'll be good times. So I've got so I have an entire truck to unpack, which is going to be interesting. Most of what is being unpacked is being donated, and then I've got to get that all scheduled up to get it down to where it needs to go for the donation. Um, and I've got like all my tools to unpack, which is a lot. So that's going to be busy. So I do have a busy day tomorrow and possibly Monday, and then Tuesday I have to return, this truck that I've been caught driving around in. Really weird how that happens. Next year, rent a yellow short bus and make a road trip collecting Velcro. I'll never make it to Dollywood because everybody will be bouncing off the damn wall. Well, thank you, Denzel and TB. $50 super chat. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Dog will hunt.
Okay, leave room for Mr. But remember, I have to come from Australia. I love what you do. Oh, yes. Yes. I will make sure to leave room for you on the short bus. And Australia, it's not that far. All you have to do is just, if you break out of the dome, Akron is right there. I mean, you're right there because I heard that Australia isn't real and it's in Ohio in a biodome, and we've been duped the whole time. Thank you, Tinsel and TP. That's awesome. No, we love our Australian friends. Thank you so much. That is so gracious of you. Appreciate you. That is great. The Velcro vacation. No, that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. So it'll be a yellow school bus, and then I'll put a whole bunch of Velcro on it, and all you have to do is just jump onto it, and you have to be wearing a Velcro suit. So like people will just be stuck to the side of it. And if your Velcro suit isn't good enough, then that wind shear will just peel you right off. That won't be good. Just jump up. Just jump to the water and catch a whale. Oh, I love it. I love it. Just jump to the water, catch a whale. Magic school bus. It would be so special. I'm looking at a picture of my dog on the screen. It's hilarious. I think I'm gonna I'm gonna put together a photo album one of these days of my dog pooping in glorious places. There's actually a calendar you can get it's called Dogs Pooping in Exotic Places. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Oh, it's hilarious. Let me see. It's and yeah, there it is. They have a whole calendar. This is hilarious. Let me see. No, okay. Here we go. It's called this is awesome. Is that share screen? This you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. So they have this. No joke. They have a thing that's called Dogs Pooping in Beautiful Places 2025. Look at the guy got Jeb, Jack, Cowboy is on the beach. Paxton's in the desert somewhere. It's called Dogs Poop in a Beautiful Place. I'm telling you, that's the kind of crap you get for somebody. Send it to them for Christmas. Oh my goodness. See, we gotta have a little bit of fun. Baker's trying to buy property on this trip. He'll open a special home called Baker's Dozen. It's called a harem, dude. It's called a harem. Oh my God. You want a bubble wrap suit? Baker's Dozen, home for the wayward Velcros. That is the calendar I've been missing. People will buy anything. Yes. I'll just get one of my dog pooping in exotic places. It's hilarious. Ah, yes. They will buy anything. They will buy anything. Oh my God. No, we people see that's the best part about this channel is we love having fun and mocking endlessly all the stupidity because there is so much of it out there. And don't let this stuff get you down. Don't let these people bring you down. They're fools. And you have to remember that fools search for other fools to buy into their foolish crap. So they will spend their money. That's what it's all about, is getting your hard-earned dollars. And whenever you buy into their garbage and you find that they've been fooling you, take your money, walk away and say, I'm done with your bullshit, because you'll see they've still yet to show the receipts. Still not showing the receipts. What's that money been spending on? Well, you tune in and you'll find out where their money is actually being spent. And it's probably exactly where you think it's being spent at. You know, Louis Vuitton bags, Botox treatments. I hear that someone's got a, taking pole dancing lessons too. Coming soon, Shizzy's 2026, 2027 calendar in the merch store. Muppet Mafia. Alan, I love it. Good to see you. Fool's gone. Oh, so precious. Yes. More Muppet Mafia. Muppet Mafia on the Velcro bus of dreams. Yes, we get wild and crazy. It's sort of like a party bus. Except, it's so small that we had to stick people on the outside. The only ones we let inside are the ones that might have problems with their tear ducts. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah. Well, and I do have my Muppet here. It's the honey badger wearing his star-studded helmet. He's having too much fun. Too much fun with all of this. I prefer to give what I can to someone who works for the good people, not the shite show that others believe is true. Well, and I don't know if they believe it's true or not. And I say that in all seriousness. I don't know if they believe what's true. And thank you so much again. Because what this boils down to is what you're seeing is the unraveling of an ecosystem of people that once they've and I'll just give you this as an example. Once they've destroyed everyone around that, they think that makes them better people. this is the goal that they have, is by destroying other people, they feel that they've accomplished something. And I've seen this on smaller, lower level channels before, people that go out and they create an attack group that goes out, ruins people's lives, destroys whatever credibility that they had by making up lies. And there might be some truth to it, but the way that they spread that kind of information is nobody gets a chance to defend themselves with it. You know, point out the context of it. And whenever other people point out the context of something that might have been said or something that might have been done, all of a sudden, those people get attacked. They get destroyed along with whatever other part that they were trying to destroy. It makes them feel better because they're not destroyers. They're not creators. I mean, they're destroyers. They're not creators. And so in doing that is the only way that they could exist. You have to remember who gets more popularity. The person that is proven wrong time and time and time and time and time again, or the person that is being attacked with lies. Usually the person that is destroying somebody gets more popularity. It's an infamy because they can't build anything on their own. And that's how it goes. That's the bad part about it, is because they'll become famous for being shitbags. And it sucks. Sucks. That's how they're going to get their fame, is by being complete shitbags. Well, with that, oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And hugs, Shizzy, was lots of love and blessing from the Scotland. Well, I would say go kiss a healing cue for me, but that might, they might enjoy that too much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I am going to send you all wonderful, fine folks over to go have a drink with MG. I'm going to join him for a little bit and show him some love. I will see you guys probably tomorrow. I should have something tomorrow. Just takes a little while to get my brain all back into the streaming thing. Do I think that these people are a syndicate? No, but crazy finds crazy. Delulu finds Delulu. And everybody, do have a wonderful night. See you very soon. Peace.
Looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy. Yeah, that's who I am. Running your minds like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy. Take your pick. I'm opening in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy. It's what you mean. While you chase the crust and I take the lead. Living rent-free. That's my name. Go ahead, say it. Put some respect on the name. Man, I'm too old. Well, here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants. Stuck in your headspace with no end to sight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm owning your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm a VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. be stuck with daddy for life. I'm Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.